Hi everyone, it's Kanesha from boldlivingtoday.com. Happy New Year. Welcome to 2019. I hope you guys are all excited for the days we have ahead. I just wanted to pop in, wish you a happy new year, and to just welcome you to your own opportunity to create whatever you crave, to build whatever you feel is most important, and to really focus on what matters most to you during these days we have ahead. So I am super thrilled and excited to be kicking off this year, but not on January 1st, but next week I am starting by teaching a workshop called Getting Your Beep Done, SHBT Done, and that is through the Women Entrepreneurs of Los Altos. I'm a member of that group. I'm also on the advisory committee. And so I'm thrilled to be the first speaker for 2019 at our We Lunch, We Learn, which is Lunch and Learn, but we, women entrepreneurs, We Lunch, We Learn event on January 7th. And I will be talking about productivity as a skill and how you can learn where you're already productive, where your gaps and obstacles are, different ways to reteach how you feel about those things, and then how to get out of your own way to have more productivity in your personal life, in your professional life, and also in your playtime life, because a lot of times we feel like being productive only means in regards to work. So I'm super excited about that. And then I'm also having my vision board party, my annual vision board party. This year it's on January 16th. And thank you to the ladies who already registered by the 31st of December. You should be getting your card decks in the mail as a bonus for early registration. But we still have some spots there, and I am teaching my Bold Living Diet curriculum, which is all about how to live boldly without depriving yourselves and putting yourself on a regimen of abundance and boldness, as opposed to lack, deprivation, and starvation. So I'm super excited about that. And then later in the month, I'll be teaching a creativity workshop through the Santa Clara County Library District. And then coming up in late February and in March, I have a whole workshop series going on for teens and journaling around family identity. And then in February, on Valentine's Day, on February 13th, I also have an event with a local business, Bliss Beauty Center, and we're going to be talking about desire mapping and really how to love on yourself and take good care of yourself and, give yourself the attention from yourself that you need and deserve. So a lot of good things coming up for 2019, and I'm still building and I'm still expanding some of the things I'm going to offer. I'm super excited about my upcoming series. I'm in the works, so I haven't fully named it yet, but I do want to talk to you about it throughout, throughout my marriage to my beautiful husband. We've been married for 20 years, and we've known each other, since 1993. We went to undergrad together. And, during our life together, the life we've created, the family we've raised, the career we've supported each other on and nurtured, we have continued to relocate. And so I'm starting through my business, a trailing or relocating spouse support series. And I've had some informal meetups locally around being the spouse who continually moves and has to reinvent themselves and has to recreate their lives and build community for the family, but I've never done it from a formal business perspective. So I'm super excited to add that to Bold Living Today, because I feel like it's time. And it's been something that I've written about personally, something I talk about a lot in my personal life, and then talk about in these informal meetups. And I would love to help other women and partners and spouses who go through that, because, it can be isolating. You can feel lonely in it, and resentment can bubble up and different things like that. So that's something that's coming up in 2019. But before all those things happen, I just want to help you set the tone for how you want to feel going into this calendar year. In this newsletter, I have put a really fun, reflective tool questionnaire that you can use to kind of map out how 2018 unfolded for you, how you felt about it, your emotions around it, your joys, and your pleasure points, and then different areas that you're like, I didn't love that so much. It wasn't terrible, but then the, ooh, that was terrible spot. And to really look at that as a way to do something that's in a different direction. And I'm not talking about resolutions. I'm not talking about things like, I'm going to stop doing this. I'm going to only do this. I'm going to be really rigid around how I carry myself into 2019. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about looking at your process, looking at your progress, and really looking at and thinking about the areas you really want to spend more time nurturing, and just having some personal fulfillment in it, so that spills over to other areas of your life, so that you can be bolder in 2019. So that's in this newsletter. That's super fun. And then the other thing I want to encourage you to do is to get into your 5-minute journaling. I am planning to have prompts for the upcoming days of each month. I've not gotten it done by January 1st, confession. So it'll be coming like around the 7th because I'm still on vacation. But what it is, it'll be a word or a series of words, and you're just going to journal about it for 5 minutes. And I want people to really get into that, because I have seen a shift in my own clients around journaling, and then how we go back and look at that data to help inform the decisions we make. But a lot of people really don't have time to dedicate to journaling. So I want you to be able to do 5-minute journaling, keep it moving, but then have that to come back and reflect on at the end of each month, or the end of each quarter, or at a 6-month period, however you decide to do it. So look for that, and that'll be fun for all of us to do, because I'm really focused on that for myself. And the other thing I want to say is, I really want people to start looking at how you're using your energy in your day-to-day. Like, a lot of times we have these big bursts of energies when we start a month, when we start a year, when we have a big accomplishment. And then what happens to that energy as we go forward? How do we nurture it? How do we keep it going? How do we sustain it? And I really want you to look at and think about, I don't know why I want to combine those words so much, look about. I want you to look at and think about your energy as you enter this calendar year. Look at your energy on a day-to-day basis, and look at the ways that you are supporting your energy in a positive way, the ways you're draining your energy so that you're way depleted before you even want to be, and who gives you energy and who sucks the energy for you and who helps you sustain it. So energy, that's something that I really will be kind of using that as a guide as we go forward, specifically for January, and then of course spilling out into February, but in a different focused way. So a lot of good things coming up. I really would love your support in growing our reach for Bold Living Today. So if you're on Instagram or Facebook, please like our page on Instagram at Kanesha Baynard, or on Twitter at Kanesha Baynard, and then on Facebook, Kanesha Baynard Coaching. Tell your friends, share a post. We really want to make sure, and I say we have a small team, but it's a we. I'm not doing all this by myself, I promise you. I used to try to do it all by myself, but that took all my energy away, so I got smarter. But I really want to expand how we are helping other women, other families, expand their creativity, use it as a viable solution to things that are causing them discomfort, and then get really good support and nurturing around building whatever your what next is, and focusing what matters most, as opposed to being distracted by different things and falling into the trap of compare and despair and all those other things that happen to people who are trying to live boldly. So Happy New Year, everybody. Enjoy this newsletter. Send me any feedback. Like our page on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter. And have a good new year, and sign up for our events and join in our discussions and use our tools and get bolder. Happy New Year. Bye, everybody.